Welcome. It's your boy Jamil, also known as Dipped in VA Splash, better known as Dip Gaming, and welcome to D.I.P. This is a podcast. That name is subject to change at a later date, but for now, that's what it is. First episode of my podcast, I have a very special guest. She's a wonderful, magnificent woman of many hats. She's gorgeous. Her hair is so long it reaches to her butt crack. What else? What else can I say? She's the most intelligent woman on the face of the planet. Can you go get her, love? Ow. My guest today is my lovely wife, Jonna. Say hello.
Hi.
Intro to the podcast here. It's going to be a micro podcast. So it's just going to be a short burst of random questions just for you to get to know some of the people that I love and enjoy across life, the internet, social mediums. And I figured she would be the perfect person to start with. So now,
it's because you stalked me online.
Yeah, I did stalk you online before. Facebook was the Wild Wild West back in 2005, so that's different. Don't fault me for that. But yes, first question: who are you? Who would you say you are? What's your alias? Who do you want people to know you as? Because you do a lot of things.
I don't want people to know me.
You don't. Tell them you like don't know me. Don't.
Don't know me. I don't want people to know me. I'm an extremely private citizen. I'm not looking for attention at all. Not a content creator.
This whole content creation thing is a nightmare for her. She's like, why are you doing this? I don't want to be involved.
I just want to be a private citizen so bad. It's not even funny.
We've known each other since 2005. And I've seen you do a lot of different things. We've done radio together at school. We've done photography together. You wear a lot of hats.
I'm a writer.
You're a writer. You're into poetry. You got bars.
I'm an artist.
She's an artist. She is a crafter.
I'm a wife to a strange man.
Wife to a strange man. But I think she's one of the coolest people that I know, and I want you guys to see her through my eyes. That's why I asked you that. Like, who of your personas, of your professions, hobbies, things like that, what would you introduce yourself to somebody as?
I'm a writer.
As a writer.
Yeah.
And what do you enjoy writing? Because we both had our poetry stints. I will say that we both did have our little dips in the poetry.
I was better than you.
Yes, you were.
I know.
Yes, you were. That's not what this is about.
I'm a writer. I like to do all kinds of writing. You know, I mean, my degree is in English, with a focus on journalism. I always wanted to write like a, very Carrie Bradshaw-esque. I always wanted to write like a love column or something like that.
Not an
like
opinion
about dating
piece,
and
but
relationships. Yeah, no, it kind of is an opinion. It's my opinion of dating and relationships.
In my travels, in my adventures through dating, things like that.
Yeah, but then it's like, then I got married as a young, like I was.
That's the exciting part.
No.
Carrie had a hard time.
Yeah, but that's
with
what I'm
marriage.
Saying. Like
so.
I started, like I wanted to do like a relationship column, but I got married super young, so I wasn't out in the streets. I haven't even been on a dating app.
You were not for the streets.
No, unfortunately not. I didn't get a chance to do that.
You was for the me, and I appreciate that. Shout outs to you.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but you do enjoy writing, and you've been doing that for a lot of years. You were a planner girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you like gazing at me?
Cause you're on my face.
I'll scoot
like
over.
You keep looking at me all dreamy. Like, stop being weird.
Why you being weird to me?
Yeah, like why you being weird to me?
But yeah, you do planning, you do crafting. What is your main hobby right now? What would you say is your favorite activity? Of course, in these pandemic times, we had to find things to do. But what do you enjoy doing right now?
Right now, I'm on like level 515 of Angry Birds Dream Blast. Like, I know that probably sounds crazy. It's not that I'm not into my hobbies right now. I have tons of hobbies, you know that. Like, I like to cook. I like to organize stuff around the house. It's a lot of stuff that I like to do, but like, I guess it's the pandemic that kind of really slowed down some of my hobbies.
Yeah.
And not even just that, like, I will say it definitely has taken its toll on my mental health. And then, like, you know, when you talk to people and stuff, like, I like to spend a lot of time talking to my friends and family, and like when I talk to them, they're all going through their own personal trials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I started playing Angry Birds while talking to people, just so they can get out what they have to say, and I can like kind of think about something else
Like,
instead of just.
I'm listening.
Just no, seriously. I am listening, and I respond and provide whatever support that I can. But at the same time, it's just like I feel like the game has kind of like it's giving me something to focus on, something else, something where like I'm not like completely drowned in the fact that this person is telling me about a news story that's like super sad, or they're telling me about something that happened to their coworker or another relative that's having a hard time. Like it kind of just gives me something else to focus on, or like if I'm in a store,
something to keep you level, because like, people have a lot of problems right now.
Like right now it's a really heavy time in the world, and like when I'm in a store, like I can sit there and play my game. I never have to be the crazy person in line that's just like, oh my god, this is taking forever. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm just gonna relax.
It's keeping you in a space. It's keeping you in a space where you're not being a nuisance to the general public.
I'm not being a nuisance, and I'm not as compelled to curse out the people who are being a nuisance to the general public.
Yes.
Like, there have been so many times, like, especially during the pandemic, where I've been so ready to say something to somebody that
and they will deserve
a situation that has nothing to do with me.
They will have deserved it.
But I'm usually ready to, like, tell the person off. But it's like, now I'm just sitting there playing my game, minding my business, hoping that they hurry up so I can just go back home. So either way, Angry Birds is pretty much what I've been doing for the most part. I've been enjoying a lot of tea.
Yeah. From Angry Birds to tea.
You asked.
So you've become a gamer and you are a tea sipper. You're always looking for the tea.
I want the loose tea though.
The loose tea.
Loose tea, not the shade.
No, yeah, okay. I was about to say loose tea. You mean in a bag? That's what they call it?
No, I don't want it in a bag.
Wait, it's just the tea, like the actual leaves?
The leaves, yeah, and then you strain them out, and you just have.
We don't got that, do we? Do we got loose tea?
I do have some loose tea.
When do you make loose tea?
Why are you always in my business? You probably want to do it with me. Like, you're so... No.
I didn't know you was making loose tea in the house. You learn something new every day. We got a Keurig right there. I did not know she was making loose tea. I don't have to tell
you everything. Like, I don't want to share everything.
And that's okay. I just didn't know it was something that was happening right up under my nose.
But that's the thing. Because now you're like, oh, well, when is she making loose tea? Now, you're going to always watch me.
I'm not going to always watch. Yes, I promise I'm not. I promise.
It's a lie. You are going to always watch me, because now you're going to try to see what I'm doing. I don't tell you everything because it's none of your business. There's some things that I should be able to have to myself.
That is okay. And I am completely okay giving you that.
He lying. He lying.
But in my head, I'm definitely like, yo, when is she straining like
he
actual tea leaves?
Lying.
I did not know that was something that was happening right here. But okay, that's fine. I'm glad you have that, and people need those things. People need those things.
Let me know if you want to take me to a tea shop or something like that.
Yeah.
On you.
Yeah.
On you.
Yeah. Like, that's fine. I'm with it.
Don't get there and be surprised when you discover that it's expensive.
I will be.
That happens every time. You're always telling me, oh, yeah, we can do this. Then you get there and it's like $75.
Guarantee you I'm going to be flabbergasted at the price tags of the loose tea. Loose tea sounds wild, by the way.
Why?
But question number 2. What was my question number 2? Dreams. What's something that you are dreaming of doing right now?
I want to be a housewife.
You want to be a housewife?
Yeah, I got simple dreams. Like, I want to be a housewife. Like I don't want to work. Don't say I'm a housewife right now, because like I am a wife that has a house. That's not the point. I want to be like I want to be a stay-at-home wife, and I want to get like a fish and possibly a cat. I've been looking at the really small cats. Yeah, like I mean not for each other, for myself. Like
a teacup cat? Do they have teacup cats?
Like those little tiny cats. But I heard they don't live long though, and like I get really attached fast, so like this might not be a good idea.
Yeah, that might not be good.
Yeah, the cat thing might not be a good idea. But
teacup cat or a teacup puppy?
But I might get a fish. No, I don't want a puppy because I don't want to take it outside to go. And I know that about myself. I like it. I'm like a house cat, so I figure we could work together. Oh, why you laugh?
I wasn't ready for you. Like, I'm like a house. I too.
No, I am because it's like I like to spend so much time like alone and kind of do my own thing, and I'll come to you here and there, but like I'm not looking for attention like a dog.
You definitely roll up and
like
just
I don't want a dog
paw at me from time to time, and then you just like, okay, yeah,
and then I just leave.
I get it.
So I'm very much like a house cat, which is fine, but I don't want a dog because I just feel like that's more.
Yeah, dogs require a lot more attention, so
then I can actually provide.
That's why I haven't wanted a dog myself, just because they do take that much attention. And cats are easy, but you just gotta make sure they don't chew on all of your stuff. So
cats don't typically do that.
That's what I'm worried about. Your mom, her cat jumps all like on the Christmas tree. Like, wasn't Charm trying to take down the Christmas tree?
Christmas tree though. Like, it's not
nothing else.
A lot of stuff. It's just Christmas trees, like balloons. Those are things that you can't have.
Adorable stuff. Trouble that I would cause by bringing over.
Yeah, but
if I knew Charms had to think with balloons, I would definitely bring a balloon over.
Yeah, I started to take some balloons for Valentine's Day, but then I knew it would end up being like a fiasco, so I just.
And I would want to film it. I would want to film it.
Yeah, I just didn't do that because I know that it's a nuisance. But yeah, my dream is to be a housewife, to just be able to relax. Pretty much live a life of leisure. I don't even want to cook or
you're like darling, I don't dream of labor.
No, that is exactly it. That is the vibe. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, you can cuss. Yeah, you can cuss. I'm probably just gonna bleep it out, but
no, then I won't.
I might have already cussed. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I might.
Yeah, but that is the vibes. Like, I do not dream of labor. Like, I don't want to do anything.
And it doesn't have to be like labor related. I mean, just like, what's a dream of yours? Not your dream job. No,
I ain't got none.
No dream. No dreams?
Not really. I don't think. Like, I mean, the stuff that I want to do, I've been doing. Like, when it comes to like goals and stuff like that, like, I don't know. I mean, something I want.
You're making your dreams come true as often as possible.
Yeah, like I really do. Like, you know how before we got married, I was like, oh, I want to finish my master's. Like,
you like actively knocking off the list.
Yeah, like I'm the type of person that just actively will, like, I'll set a goal and then set up a plan to meet it and actually do it and then move on to something else.
Right.
So I don't have like all of these things that I just want to do. When it comes to dreams, like I would say, like it could probably be related to like travel. Like, I just want to travel more. Like,
where we going?
You don't want me to have nothing to myself.
I mean, you can go somewhere. Just know I'm going to be in your backpack.
Yeah, I can't even go nowhere without you. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You can come too.
Yes.
Like, you usually aren't that much of a pest.
Yeah, I promise I'm not. I promise I'm not. You know this. We've been going on trips since 2009, and I haven't been a pest yet.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
That is indubitably true.
That's not true. But
I'm not even gonna ask when.
Yeah,
I'm not
please don't. Please don't, because I will come with a PowerPoint of times where you had been a nuisance on a trip, and all of them are surrounding times where you wanted to get more food or have a snack.
That's not me being a nuisance. That's me being hungry. That's different. That's completely different. But
well, I guess.
On to our next question. Thank you so much. So you're actively chasing your dreams. You are a woman of many hats.
No Meek Mill.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Cut.
I don't think that's what
Cut. My next dream is our Disney trip. Our next Disney trip.
Oh, that's your dream?
We got to get back to Disney. We got to resume activities.
Nah, we got to go somewhere else. Because, like, as much as I love Disney, I feel like they playing games. They're charging too much for the same stuff. They ain't doing nothing more. And then not even just that. They got this new thing called the Disney Genie where, like, you got to pay per person every day in order to set up, like, it's like the Fast Pass, but now they're charging for it. It's wild.
So it's not included with the ticket prices?
No, we don't have to take up too much time talking about this. We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
But It is
Shenanigans.
wild. They charging way too much.
So it's
for
the regular
same
ticket
old-
price, and then this.
And then this is a daily fee. It is wild. You can't even park hop the way you used to. Like, it's crazy. So I don't know. We gotta think about that.
This
one.
upsets me, and I am not happy.
I could tell you're not a happy camper.
I'm not a happy camper.
No.
Last question, and then we will resume our nightly activities. What's something that really grinds your gears? Of everything that is happening, it could be as large scale or as minuscule as possible. What's something that really just like, ooh, like kind of sets you off? It can be serious. It could be like something just.
A lot of things, man. The list is long.
The list is long.
Yeah.
What's something on the low end? Something that's just like, hey, this shouldn't upset me, but it does.
I don't know if this shouldn't upset me, but I'll just say right now, the one thing that just grinds me up the absolute most is when I'm in a store and a stranger that I did not come to that store with is standing this close to me. Like, back up. Like how when I was in Acme, I had to tell that lady, I was like, we didn't come here together, did we, ma'am? And she's like, no. And it's like, then back up.
In line.
Give me some space. Yeah, it was terrible. Like, and I felt bad because I'm like, maybe she just wanted to say something to me, or I don't even know, but like, there's no reason for you to be practically touching me when I don't know you. You don't know me. We didn't come here together. And like, I was kind of wild that day. I was like, I could have corona for all you know. Like, I mean, I don't, but like, I could have. And she wouldn't have knew.
Yeah, it's like you on my back. Like, I'm a person who usually likes people. But
she was on my back like a backpack. It was wild.
That happened to me recently too. It was just like, okay, I'm going to inch up a little bit because this person in their car are like right on me.
But every time I moved, so did she. So that was the thing. Like, I was like, oh, let me move up. So I move up, and then here she go. And then I'm like, move up. And then I was like, she just still looking at me.
You turn like.
And then she's still looking at me. And I'm like, we didn't come here together, did we?
Can you not see that I'm uncomfortable by your proximity?
Right. And that was the thing. And then she goes, oh.
Like you did something.
Like I was the one being rude. It's like, we're in the middle of this whole pandemic and you sitting here all on my back. You don't know me. I don't know you. What is the point of this?
You in the middle of this pandemic Lovato and you want to be conjoined at my hip.
Not even on my hip. She was on my back. I'm telling you. Any closer, she would have started rubbing it. Like she was like this close to me.
It's like people who don't get personal space, who didn't get it before this all happened, but still don't get it now. Is something's not clicking. What's not clicking, Steven?
I don't know, but it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. I was upset. So I feel like that's probably one of the things. But it's certain supermarkets that you go into that you catch that, and it happens more often. Like Sprouts,
it happens everywhere. Like I wouldn't even confine it to like a supermarket thing.
But it is like certain stores where the clientele just be more of a nuisance. Like Sprouts. Every time I go to Sprouts, I'm turning around, rolling my eyes at the person behind me.
That might have been where it happened to me.
So close. They're so close. It's like, please move. Why are you here? You're breathing on me.
I should not feel your breath through your mask. Second of all, why are you not wearing a mask?
Nah, most times at Sprouts, they be having on their mask, but they just had their little nose peeking out.
Yeah, like mine. My nose be peeking out, but I have a big nose.
Your nose is not peeking out because you're trying to show your nose.
I'm not trying to. Why am I trying to show my nose?
I said, this is not an attack on you. I said your nose be peeking out, but it's not because you're trying to show it. Oh, it's more so because your nose is just big, and then you make faces. And then your mask stretches out.
Yeah.
That's what's happening to you.
I'll smile. These are
or
people
I'll talk that have their mask down here. And it's like, why do you think I want your nose breathing out? Like, what did you even take your mask? Like, why do you even have the mask on?
Rona all in their stash.
It's just disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting. But I don't know. Like, that's one of the things that grinds my gears. Other than that, you know, the main thing, like, other than that, this is something that gets on my nerves all the time, is when I'm in a virtual meeting and one of my coworkers goes, like, they get ready to end the meeting early. They're like, oh, you want to give time back? So everybody's like, yeah, let's give time back. Then somebody feel the need to say something.
Like, we could have had 5
Like,
minutes
that's
of just
something-
nothing to do.
That's something
and
that
now you
I
have a
never
question.
understand. It's like, why didn't you just hang up from this call? Like, we in this virtual meeting. Why you just hang up from the virtual meeting and then send that person an email or or chat like a civilized human being? Like, you decided
We did not
to
have
hold
to all
us
be here for this.
Right. And it's like, oh, you know, I wanted to just share it now just in case somebody else needed to hear it. Nobody needed this information. Nobody wanted this information. Leave us all out of it.
This is useless to the vast majority of us.
Yeah, so that's mainly...
Go handle that on your own.
Those are the two things that really have been up there when it comes to getting on my nerves. So.
Yeah. And that's a lot of the work from home stuff that we have to deal with now, too. It's just like... that the people who do that are you forgot to assign homework. Those people. That's who that is.
Oh, so they've been terrible forever.
They've been terrorizing us for ages now. Decades.
I remember being in grade school and a girl said that you told the teacher she forgot to assign homework. Meanwhile, half the class had already left. So the girl goes...
you can't assign it to me if I'm going.
You forgot to assign homework. Meanwhile, I'm packing up my stuff. And the teacher was like, oh, and she goes to get ready and start writing stuff on the board. I said, half the class is gone. Like,
you was like, let me stop you right there. No one is gonna, no one's bringing this in tomorrow.
Like,
was this high school?
No, I was probably in like fourth grade maybe.
You've been a boss.
I think it was Miss Reed. Like, I was like so dry, but I'm like, half the class is gone. Like, what are you gonna do? Like,
I imagine you as a fourth grader, like you are now.
I was
just with like the same demeanor and everything. Like,
I was,
ma'am.
That's why the older people hated me. Oh God.
Like, Miss Reed, why even bother, ma'am? Ma'am, they've left already. They're on the playground right now, and I would like to join them. This is a waste of time. It's a waste of time.
Right. It's like my siblings are at the door peeking in, waiting for me, wondering why I'm taking so long. So please, like, nobody else is here. We're not doing the homework. And I think it was like the weekend or something. It's like, ma'am.
Did you ever get that toy bag? We discussed that toy bag before.
Yeah, oh my God, I did get the toy bag. Tiff and Nico was so mad when I brought that toy bag home because it was so heavy. And they walked me home.
I had a ball with that toy bag from there. Like, I wasn't even at that school long, but I had that bag and I was at grandma's house Saturday afternoon watching her.
You didn't even have anybody to play with that bag.
I didn't need, it was toys.
So you just played with them by yourself?
I was playing with the toys by myself.
Oh man, me and Sheeta had so much fun with that toy bag.
I had Hercules on the TV because that's the year it was. Hercules and Xena was still popping. I had that on the background, and I had a bag full of toys all over the floor. I was having a ball.
I had a blast with that toy bag. But, nowadays they couldn't do something like that because, with the pandemic, it's just like they would have to be cleaning all the toys. It's too much.
That's like when people in classrooms
Are the kids having recess right now?
I don't know. I really don't know. But that's like when people have class pets and somebody would take it home. I never had that experience. But I know some kids had like a class pet.
I went to school in the hood. We ain't had no class pets.
No.
We ain't had no class pets.
Turtles.
No, remember Jada had that class pet?
Jada had a class pet?
Yeah, but Jada
was it a rabbit?
No, it was a turtle. She kept it for the summer. And then I think might have took
That's a long time for somebody to take care of a class pet.
Somebody had to. What if they would have died? You can't just leave it in the school.
That teacher should have took that home.
Why would the teacher have to take it home?
That's the teacher's pet. Literally, that's the teacher's pet. Like, don't give a child of what, like 32 kids in your class. You take this animal home for the summer.
32 kids?
Is that too many for a class? I gotta look at one of my old class pictures because I felt like it was a gang of us in them classes.
It was not 32 kids in your class. What school did you go to?
My counting might be off, but I feel like it was a lot of kids in grade school classes.
Not your grade school classes being a college seminar where it's like in an auditorium.
Think of a classroom. Don't it be like what, 7 across and like 7
deep? It
deep?
is at the max 20 kids in a classroom.
Okay, so 32 isn't far off. You made it seem like it was
12 additional kids is a lot, Jamil.
Yeah, in the grand. They know my name. They know y'all know my. I'm about to end this.
They know my name.
I'm about to end this. Thank you so much for being a part of my first podcast. This has been fun. So be on the lookout. Next episode, I think we do have our guest lineup for the next episode 2. All contributions to the stream, The podcast can go through the Ko-fi. So co-fi.com/dipgaming to contribute to the growth of the podcast and the stream as well. Be on the lookout. You can find me at all of my socials, beacons.ai/dipgaming, to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. And for more episodes, stay tuned.
Why you didn't ask me no questions about like our love story? It's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day. Do you want to tell the story? I didn't end it yet.
No, because then it's going to be too long.
It's not gonna be too long. I can chop it and put it in.
It is going to be too long.
No, it's not gonna be too long. Well, maybe for another time. That'll be for part 2 if I decide to have her back. She's a wonderful guest.
If I decide to come back,
Yes.
What about you decide to have me back?
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody watching this post Valentine's Day. I'll try to chop this and have this up by tomorrow, but thank you so much for tuning in. And I will catch you next time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Thanks for having me.